hey everyone, this is As Told by Mica. Coming to you guys super cash. Got a big overall shirt, I guess, whatever. I low-key look like a lumberjack, but it's okay. I'm waiting for my chicken and food to finish. But I thought, why not come to you guys and do another video. I know that it's been like a month since you guys seen me, but that's okay. Just working on my consistency in life, and yeah. But anywho, April 3rd was my birthday, you guys. I turned 23 this year, and that was definitely a blessing. I had to really thank God for allowing me to make it this as far as he done, made me make it. That didn't even come out right. So I had to thank God for allowing me to make it this far. 23. I really didn't even think that I would make it this far, honestly. But anywho, on to lighter stuff. So I pretty much went on I wouldn't call it like an Instagram rant, but I let Instagram know how I felt. And really it was just about relationships. Y'all know that I'm big on relationships. Like, relationships can either really like make you or break you in life. And that just one relationship can alter the way that you deal with other human beings. And one thing that I learned with just going through my whole, spill, which I done already gave y'all like, spill on my on my breakup and my relationship or whatever. But that's something that can really make you or break you. It can alter your whole mindset on how you're going to interact with people from, that day forward. So one thing that I did state on my Instagram story is, when it comes down to people getting out of a relationship, so whether that's you or somebody that you're interested in or someone that you're talking to, I say look into that person's dating history. When it comes down to someone's dating history, you can tell so much about a person just by their dating record. So for an example, when it comes down to people who have never taken a break in between their ended relationships, I don't trust people like that. And that sounds a little harsh, but I don't trust people like that, like, all jokes aside. When it comes down to you getting out of a relationship, I understand that people are different. Some people move on differently. However, when it comes down to you being in an ended relationship, it always is a great thing to take time to isolate yourself and to pretty much build yourself up, to take time and invest in yourself. I think one of the things that I really don't mind being single is, nowadays people are trifling, and I put a capital T with the trifling. People are trifling as hell. And so many people, especially this day and time, want to have their cake and eat it too. And it's like, you want to be in a relationship, you want to wife somebody up, but you still want to be out here hoeing around. That's not okay. And that's become such a norm in this generation. It's ridiculous. Honestly, I'd rather be by myself. I'd rather comfort myself. I'd rather take myself out on a date than to be cheated by somebody, to have someone tell me lies, for someone to just treat you any type of way because that's just what they want to do. No, that will not fly with me. And for females, especially females, don't allow that to fly. If a guy is saying that he wants to be with somebody else, or that you find out that he's seeing someone else, let that person do that. Okay, that's what you wanted. That's the decision that you made. Okay, now you have to reap the consequences. Never play second to anybody. Never beg anybody to be in your life. Never beg anybody to want to be in your life. Like, no, no, no. Never do that. Never do that. If somebody want to walk out of your life, bye. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye, bye. Seriously. Bye, bye, bye. Even if you haven't had that moment, I've personally had that moment where it's just like, dang, why doesn't this person want to be in my life anymore? Why doesn't this person, want to be with me? Out of all people, me. But sometimes it's not for you to understand. Most of the time, don't even put the energy into it to try to understand. If that person want to walk out of your life, let that person do that. Never try to hold somebody hostage to stay in your life, because at the end of the day, not everybody that you lose in your life is a loss. It really is not. And that's one thing that I had to learn. Slowly I learned that. Slowly I learned it, but I grasped it, and when I did, I never I never let it go. Once you understand who you are, not only just like an overall person, but once you find a resolve in yourself, you have that inner confidence within yourself that if somebody doesn't want to be a part of your life or affiliated with you, they're lost. And that's exactly how it is. They're lost. Keep on moving. Keep pushing forward. Keep striving to your dreams. Don't let no one stop that. And one thing that I did also put in my Instagram little rant is that when people say, to get over a guy or to get over a girl is to slip right under another one, like get under another one. And I'm just like, when has that ever been a thing? Like, when has that ever been a thing where you get out of a relationship and get into another relationship just so you could get over the one that you just got out of a relationship with? No. And if somebody, like I said, dating history is very important when it comes down to dating. If you're dealing with someone who is like that, who has never took a break in between their ended relationships, be very careful with that person. That person, I'll say 98%. I'll say 99.9%. That person has unresolved issues within their self. Whether it's an insecurity or they've never been alone. If somebody has never been alone, whether this doesn't even have to be applied to a relationship. If somebody has never been alone, whether that's your friend or a family member, that's an issue. That's literally an issue. And I don't think that people grasp that if you've never been alone, that's an issue. When I'm alone, when you are alone, you ask yourself questions. There's no distractions of you dealing with yourself. And that's the main thing. When you are jumping from relationship to relationship, you are not dealing with yourself. And at the end of the day, no matter if you're talking to 200 people or 20 people or whatever the case is, you're still not going to find wholeness in anybody that you're getting in a relationship, talking to, messing around with. You're not going to find a resolve. You're not going to find a wholeness within you because you haven't found it in yourself. So when it comes down to getting out of a relationship, take that time, bro. Take that time, sis. Take that time to invest that time, that energy that you put out into another person. Be selfish. Now it's the time to be selfish. Put all that energy, that time, that money, the adventures that you had, put that into yourself. Invest that into yourself, because it's a great feeling when you get out of a relationship and you spend time with yourself, you get an understanding of yourself, and you grow and you learn from each situation that you've been through, each relationship that you've been through. You're evolving as a person. That is a great thing, because that's going to help you out in a long run, versus you not dealing with your emotions, your feelings, the hurt that you had to deal with, the pain that you had to deal with. You're not dealing with that right then and there in that time, in that allowed time. that's going to spill over into the relationships that you're going to be going into in the future. So one thing that I feel very big on is please, 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 if you don't listen to anything else in this video, and I know that it's going to be like a short video, but I really have to stress this so much. Please find a resolve within yourself. Please deal with your emotions. Please deal with your feelings, and please just deal with anything that is harboring in here, because it sucks being a toxic person to somebody, and it sucks you having to deal with a toxic person that hasn't dealt with their shit. So understand that each relationship, each person comes with their baggage. They come with that baggage, but understand that don't use that as a crutch. Don't use that as an excuse for us not to progress, for us not to be able to move on, and for you to not deal with the certain things that you need to deal with in order for not only our relationship, but for you to progress as a person. So that's my whole big spill, you guys. I guess this is like a public service announcement. Understand that it's okay to be alone. It's okay to be single. Listen, being in a relationship isn't all what it's cracked up to be. And honestly, sorry about the noise, you guys, but honestly, I thank God for the people that He has placed in my life. And I'll give an example. My older sisters, I thank God for them. I thank God for my new brother-in-law, especially seeing my sister and her new husband interact. I thank God, okay? Not saying that like anything is wrong or anything like that, but with me seeing them interact, it always brings me back to when I was in a relationship, and just the smallest thing can blow up into something big. And I honestly just thank God for just the young married couples out here, whether you're in your 20s or your 30s and you're actually doing it right. You know, something that is God-led, something that isn't tainted by this world. I appreciate couples such as, who honestly gets it, who honestly goes through the everyday struggles of being one. I appreciate that, and I look at it and it hits me here, because it's like, yeah, I see all of, especially on Instagram, so any type of social media, you'll see people, show, oh, we're here, we're there. This is what me and my husband is doing. This is what me and my wife is doing. Yeah, that's all great. That's all fine. But at this time, at 2018, 2018, in the month of April, I'm not ready for a relationship, nor do I claim to be ready for a relationship. Every day, waking up, seeing, just like I said, personally, seeing my sister and her husband and how they operate and how they have to compromise with one another, just on the smallest things, that's an annoyance that I haven't broke off of my heart, okay? I can't compromise with somebody at this very moment. This is selfish time for Mica, and that's just what it is. And like I said, it's great to be in a relationship. It's great to have the perks of being in a relationship when you're ready for it. Me, I'll be the first one to say, no, I'm okay. No. But more videos are to come. I am planning on getting a set schedule on my videos so I could remain more consistent. Another thing, you guys, one thing that I learned with reflecting in my time of singleness is that the only thing that's consistent consistent in my life is inconsistencies, honestly. So I'm just working on that. When I become more consistent in my day-to-day life routine with, things that makes Mica happy, that's probably when I'll eventually get into a relationship. But I'm inconsistent with myself, so I know I can't be consistent with nobody else. But anywho, that's neither here or there. But definitely comment, subscribe. Let me know how you guys feel. What do you guys want next? We are somewhat growing. From the beginning of this year to now, there has been an increase. And I mess with y'all, okay? But love you guys. And always remember to put yourself first if you can. And love on yourself and love up on the other people who are around you, because life is too short and you never know when it's going to be your last breath, or the person that's sitting next to you, it's going to be their last breath. So love up on the ones that you love, and continue to evolve and continue to grow and learn each and every day. But love you guys, and always remember, this is As Told by Mica. Holla.